Hello YouTube, Friender45 here, and welcome to my real grade Zaku 2 showcase. Alright, here I have for you a real grade Zaku, which is the Zaku 2 Type S Char's Custom. It is exactly the same as the Zaku 2 Type F, the green one. So let's get into the design of the kit. Everything looks nice. They have a lot of good color separation. What would be a real grade without all this color separation and panel lines? Oh, it would be the Sinanju. The Sinanju is a piece of crap. Okay, so here is the Zaku in its most basic form. Let's get into the articulation right away, because why would I be talking about a Zaku for extended periods of time? It's a Zaku. Everybody knows what a Zaku is. It's basically the granddaddy of all mobile suits. Wait, isn't that the RX-78? No, it's not so. Okay, head movement. Up, down, rotation. Limited by the gears inside that turn the mono eye. Yes, the mono eye does turn when you turn the head. You can see here. Get it into focus. Real nice gimmick, just like the Master Grade. They do provide two different antennas for this. I prefer using this one for the Char's one. Looks nicer that way. Body articulation, not much above the hip because of the design. You get some movement and that's it. The arms move out as far as that, and the shoulder armor, both individually, are capable of moving and rotating because they are connected by three parts: a rotating one, swivel, and another swivel at the top. So good articulation. Arms move up that much. Yeah, you can't get them any further than that. You'll have to rotate them upwards, I guess. They do rotate 360 degrees, no problem. They rotate below the shoulder as well. Elbows bend at two joints, which provides a very nice 90 degree bend and part separation right there. Magnificent. The wrists are, whoops, not supposed to do that, but yeah, the wrists wiggle and sway as you would expect them to. Real good. The fingers are articulated just like old 2.0s. Yeah, pretty nice. Not a fan of these, but yeah. Skirt armor. Front skirt moves upward, no problem. Side skirts, I do not recommend moving them. They will pop off if you're not careful, and they don't move much anyway. Yeah, not much. Rear skirt moves up about that much. Wiggly motion. Backpacks up and down. Backpacks, I mean the verniers, move up and down. This opens up so you can hold on to your bazooka. Legs go up about that far. They rotate slightly below the hip if not hindered by armor. And they bend. Double jointed at the knee, providing nice 90 degree and very nice part separation over there. Very nice indeed. Careful when putting it back though. I think there is a hip gimmick as well that I forgot to mention. So I don't know how it works, but just move this part like that and it pushes the leg back, and if you move it forward like that, it brings the legs forward. I guess it's a weird pre-built setup by the real grade inner frame, and it does things. It does move. I wouldn't use it. I don't use it much for posing and all that. Oh man, real grades. Can't make a real grade review without dropping everything. Well, except for the real grade Sazabi, because that's like the best real grade ever at the moment. So yeah, the feet wiggle side to side, move forwards that much, backwards that much. are tri-segmented at the bottom part, which provides for nice bends and openings as such. So yeah, nice rotation and movement of the feet. Let's compare this articulation to the Zaku 2 R1, which I have Shin Matsunaga here to demonstrate. Any differences in the articulation? The upper part, not so much. The head and all moves exactly as you would expect it to. So does the shoulder armor. Differences? This. The first real grade has part separation when you bend the elbows. Why doesn't this have that as well? This is an R1 Zaku, and it's the same as the R2. It suffers from the no part separation for the biceps and triceps over here. Weird, very weird. Now the legs, any difference here? Well, obviously you won't get much of a bend with those huge calves over here. And the part separation for the thighs isn't as extravagant. It's the same mechanism, but not so obvious. So yeah, only that much of a bend. Backpacks, still the same. Bigger backpack, more articulated parts. This thing moves, that's about it. The feet, okay, they have these moving thrusters. Not gonna talk about that. What I want you to take a look at is this, the feet. Do you notice anything different about this feet compared to the Zaku 2 Type S just now? Yes, there is no toe joint. This is like a high grade level feet, while the older original real grade has much nicer feet over here. Yeah, this is one big qualm that I have about this R1 and R2 Zaku. What the heck is this? Why did they give us this real grade type foot instead of the proper... No, sorry, did I say real grade? Why did they give us this high grade type foot instead of the real grade type feet that we have on the Zaku 2 Type S over there? Yeah, doesn't make sense. And this also makes it a lot harder to stand on its own. See, it will wobble and topple over because of the feet. Poor design choice over there. Let's take the Gabby Hazard one. This is the R2 version. And obviously, bad articulation for the feet, the legs here. Bad articulation. Okay, and I'm gonna have some trouble putting this back in. Let's talk about the accessories and what you get with each of these kits. First of all, main difference being the cannon. Now for Char Zaku, he gets the regular Zaku cannon. Hold on as I get the cannon a little shortly. Get this, the regular Zaku cannon for Char, and the regular Heat Hawk. This Heat Hawk is the same for all the suits, no differences. As you can see here, very identical. You get the basic Zaku machine gun for all of them, nothing special. On the Shin Matsunaga, you get a different type of hyper bazooka. You get one with a smaller magazine, whereas the Gabby Hazard one has a larger magazine, similar to the Johnny Ridden one. One thing that the newer real grades have that the older one doesn't are fixed hands. Yes, fixed hands are very, very important. Here is the fixed hand holding on to the machine gun. Much more sturdier grip than the articulated hands. And not to forget the best hand of all, the open hand. Very nice. You also get the regular articulated hands with these R1 and R2s. So the addition of the hands is much welcome, but the lack of part separation is not. So let's move on. Can they carry all their weapons into battle all at once? The R1 and R2 definitely can with this special shoulder rack that they have. They can mount, they can actually carry extra weapons, you see. The shoulder rack holds on to the machine gun, the bazooka, the heat hawk, and they can hand mount. They can hold on to one bazooka and the other hand is free to hold on to another bazooka. They also do provide you with trigger fingers for the left hand. Nice. Whereas the regular Zaku would have to mount it like this, and yeah, not as fancy, I guess. So definite winner would be the R1 and R2. So final thoughts on which one you should get if you could only choose one. It's either between the R1, R2 and the regular one. So which one would you choose? If you could only choose one, I would suggest you get the R2. Why not the R1? Reason being, as you can see over here, if you remove the leg armors of the R2, you get an R1, just like that. Although you'll be missing the back part, as you can see here. If you can live with that, get the R2. Also, if you look over here, damn, I screwed up my water slides by putting on that weapons rack. Oh, goddamn. So yeah, but my personal favorite, my personal selection would be this. I favor articulation more so than accessories and fancy stuff. So yeah, I would definitely choose this as my selection. If I could only choose one, it would be this. It looks better, it feels better, has better articulation, no balance issues, nothing. It's basically the better among all of them, but it does lack the fixed hands and the extra accessories. So yeah, if they could have made the R2 something like this with the feet and all that, it would have definitely been the best. Yeah, so that's it for my comparison. Thank you all for watching. See you again next time.